For the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, Nigeria has been having challenges that are beckoning and waiting for answers and solutions. That is why we are bringing to you our program, State of the Nation. And this is going to come up on our flagship program this morning on ITV. I am hereby inviting you to join me, Bola Bakare, your host, on State of the Nation, so that we can hasten the motions that brings national development. It's going to be a regular basis on Tuesdays. Make it a date with me. I'll be there waiting for you, and then we shall discuss Nigeria on an holistic level. Good morning and welcome back to your lofty program, State of the Nation, where we hasten the motions for national development. And as you've seen from there, I hope you enjoyed the delivery of Mr. President in Ethiopia, welcoming in the president for a second time, President Ahmed. But back home here, we are here talking in terms of what affects us, how we make Nigeria a better place, and all the technicalities that makes governance something that suits us and makes us better Nigerians. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about politics. In actual fact, the idea here, the topic here this morning is challenges in our politics. Where is the level playing field? Honestly, excuse me, honestly, politics is what gives us our governance. So basically, we should talk about politics because that is the baseline of governance. But what we're saying to ourselves this morning is there a level playing field in our political terrain? Is our political terrain good to go? Bearing in mind that there is always that element of political thuggery, there is that element of inter-party squabbles, there is that element of morbidity in some cases, morbidity that spells death, which I do not like, but it does happen in politics. Because even in Nigerian parlance, it's been said out there that, oh, don't leave me alone. Politics is a game of do or die. So I have to be there at all costs. Politics is work in progress. Politics is what gives us our governance. And with me in the studio this morning to do justice to all the challenges in politics and the solutions we are going to find is none other that Honorable Dr. Paul Ugbede. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you for welcoming my invite, and I am very sure that this morning we will be able to do justice to what politics entails,
Yes.
because politics is what gives us our governance. Like I said in my opening, you are very good. You're a politician. You're once, not twice, not thrice, you've been in governance. And then I guess you must be able to know the shenanigans and the challenges in governance. As we speak, let us start from the beginning where it starts. Let us start from what happens to politics in itself. The element of rigging in politics. You know why I'm saying this? Because I remember a late politician, let me use his name, Mantu, of blessed memory. The man said when it comes to politicking, the moment somebody is chosen for a position, he will make sure the man gets there, either by hook or by crook. In other words, what he's saying to us is rigging is there and he is ready for it and he is good at it. Let us start from this element of rigging in politics. Let us start from the political parties themselves. What is wrong with our political parties as we speak? Bearing in mind that we have two major ones, the APC and the PDP, and other ones like APGA, this and that are doing justice, trying to come into the mainstream. What is wrong with us? Because there's a problem in all of them. What is wrong with us, please?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
First and foremost, I would like to go straight to the point. You mentioned the word ringing.
Yes.
You know, we all know that politics is a game of number.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
But lately, we begin to observe that politics is a number of game.
I like that. It's not a game. It's not a matter of a game of numbers.
Now, the involvement or what brought in what we call ringing today,
That's right.
it's all about godfatherism.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
Godfatherism.
Okay.
It's one of the biggest challenges we are facing today in all political parties.
All right.
You see, if, let me use a case study.
That's good.
Let's assume I'm from party A.
Good.
And you, as a political leader, want your candidate or your relative to become the next governor or the next House of Representative or the next
Senator
leader.
or whatever.
The next leader. All you need to do, or all you want to do, is to ensure your own candidate
Gets there.
get there. So, I see it as not a level playground.
It is surely not level
Playground, because you are doing everything possible within your own power to ensure you fit in or you fix somebody in that position.
Yes.
And with that, I don't see it as a level playground.
It is not.
So, that is how come about this word ringing.
Okay.
You bringing in somebody from outside or from your own environment, or your own,
my family, or my
family,
senatorial
or
district
your
or
relative, anything, that this person must surely be the next governor or the next House of Representative, because you do anything possible to ensure you ring the election or to ensure you put that person in that position. So you spend your money, you involve thuggery, in fact you do everything.
Oh, what a shame. What a
So at this point, I see godfatherism is one of the biggest challenges we are facing in today's politics.
Okay. Now you've been able to educate us about one of the major factors that drives this element of rigging. Because the godfather has the wherewithal.
Yes.
Maybe he has the money, he has the backing of the political party. He tells the party that this my own candidate is the one that is going to win. So, like you rightly said, that now sets a stage for political thuggery.
Yes.
The man who thinks he can win will not want to step down.
He will not.
The stepfather will not step down. So they now send their foot soldiers to the field and then they start fighting.
And just for their own selfish interest.
That's true. It is for selfish interest.
Yes.
Honestly, it's for a selfish interest. Oh, that makes it a very difficult situation that we have on our hands.
Yes.
If we move ahead from that, now you've been able to paint us a picture from what the godfather is doing to the system.
Yes.
It can apply on the local government level. It applies on the state level. Let us look at it on the national level. Let us look at the formation of the parties. You know, the parties we have now, the APC, the PDP, most of them, they don't have a cohesion now. It's either their NEC is not working, it's either their BOT is not there, it's either that one is not there, it's either they're having problem with their chairman, or there is a committee that hasn't been formed.
That you see, when I mentioned that word godfatherism,
okay,
all fall back to leadership.
That's true.
Now, when the leadership system is bad, every other thing will not work well.
That's true.
Will be very bad.
That's true.
Now, when you talk about the same thing, who are those people? Who are those people at the INEC level? At the NEC level, party level, and the rest?
CWC,
who are those people?
whatever.
They are still the leaders.
That's true.
They ensure that their candidate emerge as the party chairman, as the party secretary, down
all the levels of positions. Even they affect the delegates, right?
Yes, it affects the delegate. Whereby some leaders want to spend their money to ensure that their candidate emerge as the delegate because of their own selfish interest. Because they want to ensure that if you emerge as the party chairman tomorrow, you work to his favor.
That's true.
So I don't see it as a play level ground. I see it as we are still in that level of political
brigandage. Anything goes. We fight.
And that has been affecting the masses.
It sure will. It sure will affect us because we are the electorate. And then we should be able to go ahead from that. Because the thing is, as we speak, you've been able to tell us that this godfatherism, this element of leaders Because it is the leaders in the party that creates all this problem.
Yes.
Because they want to use the word outside there, they want to hijack the party so that they can have their own candidates everywhere.
They want to hijack the party, and they want to ensure that they become the looters of the treasury. Let me use that word, the looters.
Is that allegedly?
No, yes.
Allegedly.
You know, the reason why I'm using that word looters is, let me tell you something. Well, let me tell you something, sir.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
I'm not being biased here. We have
That's
good
good.
governors in
That's
Nigeria.
That's good.
We have governors that are not into all those godfatherism. They don't believe in godfatherism.
They're ready to do the job of a governor.
They are ready to work with the masses. They are ready to work with, they don't care where you're coming from. And another problem we're facing today is religion bigotry.
Okay.
When it comes to some stage in politics, they'll be talking about religion.
We shouldn't be.
Yes.
It's not part. Religion
It's not,
is not part of governance.
Yes. So why are you bringing religion into this?
That's true.
Why are you bringing religion into it? Why quoting Bibles? Why quoting Quran? Why telling your followers that you need to vote for this person because he's a Christian, or you need to vote for this person because he's a Muslim? Why?
Those are the.
Let their antecedents speak for them.
That's true. That's true.
Let their antecedents speak for them. I see it as, okay, your capacity. If you say you have the capacity, you have the ability to govern people, you should come out.
That's true.
On your own to show what you have.
That's true. That's true. You see, because you being a politician and an astute politician, you're beginning to educate us about what should be. Because what we are hearing from you now is the element of politicking. We are not doing it well.
Yes.
There is no merit in politics.
There is no merit.
No merit. Anything goes. Anybody comes. The leaders brings in Mr. A against Mr. B because Mr. A is his own person, irrespective of the fact that Mr. B might not be even good for the job.
Yes.
What do you think? What do you think is solutions to what we can do as we speak? Before I let you answer that my question, please let us take a commercial break here and now. Thanks for keeping faith and being there with us. My question to Dr. Ogbede before we went in the commercial break was, we've been able to look at the problems and challenges we have on hand. What does he think are the solutions to these things we've touched on? The element of godfatherism, the element of rigging, the element of people without capacity. We can't continue like this, can we?
No, it's not.
What do you think? What do you think, with your experience, what do you think is the solution to this? We must find solutions.
Yes. I think Nigerians need to look into leaders that had the capacity to govern us to the next level or to the promised land.
Okay.
One, what we should look into it is, number one, a leader that is detribalized leader.
It's important. Highly
very,
important.
very important.
That is important.
A leader that see everybody as equal.
That's good.
A leader that
has equity.
Yes, equity. A leader that is not biased in terms of gender inequality.
Okay, that's true. That's good.
A leader that has the ability to say yes and it's yes.
That's
a
right.
leader that you cannot just come from nowhere and say you want to like twist his mindset. A leader that has picture of what and where he want to take this nation to.
That's good. That's good.
We can apply this in our political parties.
Good.
In our
local
government, state down to the federal level. Who become the next president matter.
That's true. That's true.
What is the antecedent of that person? You call yourself a leader. What have you done for your people? Let me give you an example, an analysis of something I discovered of recent.
Can you go ahead?
If you, let me use a principal, a school principal.
Okay.
A school principal, you can't use a present principal and a former principal experience in the same time.
No, they are different people.
These are two different things.
Okay.
Now, as you are getting older, sir, some of those antecedents, some of those things you think you have upstairs, the younger ones,
we have it better.
I want Nigerians to look into that.
They will.
We should look into leaders. We should look into leaders that has something better.
Good.
Digital, not analog. Leader that has the capacity to move the nation.
That's true.
Leader that have the heart of gold. Leader that if you say, I am doing this, I am doing this. Most especially, we should look into a leader that is not biased in terms of religion.
That's highly important.
It's very key.
Very, very key. Very, very
religion is one of the problems that is bringing us backward.
That's true.
In this country. Religion.
And like you read, go ahead.
Okay, because you see, in terms of appointment, let me use what is happening in terms of appointment everywhere, not just in the at the federal level, everywhere,
state level and
state level downward to even local government chairman. He go into the ratio. You will notice sometimes the Christian are dominant or the Muslim are dominant.
Depending
on the man favor, whose religion, who is sitting in that seat. Look into it. But we should not look into that.
We should start looking for merit.
People with merit, people with quality, people that has the capacity, people that can deliver, people that can stand and say, okay, this is what I want, and it's stand.
That's true.
I don't want to quote name. If I quote name today, Nigeria will be shocked. Because I know there's some leaders that has this capacity. I know there's some leaders that has everything it takes to govern this nation.
And there are a lot of leaders that don't have anything.
And they are still coming to say, okay, I want to. Because you feel you have the money, you have the fame, you have this, but it's not about the fame.
That's true.
It's not about the money.
That's true.
It's all about what you can do.
Give to the
what
people?
Can you give? It's practical. We don't believe in what you are saying.
Thank you.
Practical. Come on board and tell us, this is what I have. This is what I want to do. How do you intend to achieve it? And a lot of people have come to promise us, and they are not doing anything about it.
Virtually most of
because they feel okay. From the other side, you feel okay. As soon as I get here, I will do this. It's not possible.
That's true.
It's not possible. That's why we need a leader with that heart.
What you're saying in essence is now, you see, every party has a manifesto.
Yes.
And the manifesto carries what you just said, that you should be able to come out and say this and that and that and that.
Let me quote you, sir. Let me quote you.
Go ahead.
When it comes to manifesto, I believe something.
Go ahead.
I have a lot of people that has come out and say, this is my blueprint, this is it, this is it. But at the end of the day, they don't work with it.
That's true.
They don't work with it. They're just coming to bring ordinary paper to show us the masses that this is what I have. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. But at the end of the day, sir, they can't even achieve one of the 10 on that paper.
Let me now ask you this. We are all Nigerians.
Yes.
How is it that they get through to us with that lie?
Yes, because of what is happening, the situation of the country, of the nation.
What do they give us that make us believe? What?
Now, this is where it all affects me and you today.
Yes.
They will use something, I call it mask. They will carry another mask to cover their face and come as
like sheep.
Yes.
Whereas
but the real them is behind the mask.
But can't we see through it?
Now the only way
to everybody.
The only way forward, the only solution towards this is I see we the young one look into who has the capacity. Now let me tell you, I don't believe in you has the financial capacity. We're talking of intellectual capacity.
It's necessary. We need it. It's key.
You understand? Let me tell you, you can't do it all alone. If you say you are brilliant, you are good, you are that, you need somebody that can use his own bare hand to help you practicalize what you have upstairs.
Naturally, yes.
Do you understand?
Naturally, yes.
Everybody, you must carry everybody along.
Everybody is important.
Both the good, the bad, and
the
ugly. You have to carry because everybody has his own way of doing things.
Yes. I really like your analogy and the way you're going around it. But you see, there are two more factors I like us to touch into, because you've told us now that politicians will always be politicians.
That's correct.
They want to get whatever they want any which way. But it is now the electorate that should be able to see beyond that mask that he has on and see the real him before we vote for him.
That's correct. But I want to chip in something.
Go ahead.
Who are the electorate?
You and I.
Good and part of the electorate. And who are the politicians? It's the same you and I.
That's true.
Yes,
that's true.
I want you to look into it.
Yeah, but at least do you understand?
You can. Somebody can come out. Okay, if you are not contesting, let me give you an example.
Go ahead.
Maybe somebody close to you want to contest.
Okay, I am ready. As you are saying.
Good and fine. Somebody close to you want to contest.
Okay.
Your friend want to contest. Your brother, your relative, or somebody close to your friend want to contest.
Okay. So
and who are the electorate? You.
Yes,
everybody is biased. So we Nigerians need to reformat our senses.
Okay.
We need to start looking at ourselves as if, okay, I want to contest. You want to contest. Okay, if you go to that position, what do you want? How can you achieve this thing?
I like that.
What
angle
makes you
you're putting
think
to
a
it.
kingmaker cannot become a king?
Because it's better in that position of a kingmaker than being the king.
Good. So let them stay where they are.
How do you keep them there?
No, good. Now by giving, by giving them that leverages of, you need to understand, you need to groom these people up, and you need to push them forward.
That's good. That's a good format. That's a good
Do
format.
you understand?
I do.
I think if we can apply those wisdom into our political life today, I believe a lot of
We'll start having a
level playground.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And we should look into the reform of. I don't want to go there, but I see. No. I have something. When we are talking about the reform, when we come on board, any of these days that we're coming on board to talk of this, I will give you some analysis that Nigeria need to look into.
Let me tell you
These are key analysis that they need to look into it.
That's good.
You can't call a man of above so age that he should come and govern us. Who can talk to him?
That's true. That's true.
No. Who can talk to him?
The thing is,
but when you bring it,
I like your vibrancy, your agitation, because what you're saying, what you're preaching now is the political terrain is wrong because you hate that element of godfatherism.
yes,
And they've been able to pollute the polity.
yes,
In other words, you are preaching a systemic change of saying, let's have the young ones, which you call not the analog, but the
digital.
Digital.
Yes, to come on board.
At the same time, politicians are politicians.
But I want you to know, even the digital, they can't do it alone.
You need those analog people to help you with experience to make you move forward.
Yes.
I like that. Let us now move into two other factors that determine this political terrain.
Okay.
And those two factors are INEC and the judiciary. Let us start with the judiciary.
Okay.
There are a few states in Nigeria that are off-season. They are off-season because the gubernatorial elections were decided by courts.
Okay.
Lately, some judges were sanctioned for conflicting judgments.
Okay.
You know, in Nigeria now, if I feel cheated, I go to court here in Abuja, and then you will just go to another state and go file another based on that thing, and it becomes
the conflict will be
there. What do you think we can do in this wise, where the judiciary that is supposed to be an unbiased arbiter becomes an arbiter that is one-sided?
You know, my brother, let me tell you something earlier. You know, I was talking about reform.
Go ahead.
I think to get it right, the judiciary system of this nation, it needs to awaken their spirit. Let me use that word,
It's good. It's a good word. We need to regime them.
Yes. They need to sit well, properly,
That's
and
good.
look into it critically.
That's true.
There's a lot of things that is happening within our system that is not supposed to happen.
Yes, I guess so. Most things are not supposed to
And I want to
happen.
tell you something. It's not their fault.
Whose fault?
Godfatherism.
Okay, I'll buy into that. I'll buy into
Do you know why I'm telling you godfatherism?
How do we kill? Because, like you rightly said, somebody
I'm
told
serious.
You're serious.
Godfatherism.
Somebody said,
Somebody is looking for a judge, high judge, or magistrate judge, any judge. He will like to lobby.
that's true.
Do you understand?
That's true.
Because if he didn't lobby, he will not get it. Probably you owns that position. You have the merit, the qualification, you have everything. Because you know nobody. They won't give you. They want to put in their own
Those are some of the challenges
we are facing.
Now you know it because you are a politician, you've been in it, and you will still be in it because you are the young ones that we are looking for. For every challenge you throw at me, give me a solution to it.
That's correct.
Give me a solution. We are now thinking in terms of this judiciary. What would be the solution here?
I think we should what we should do, number one thing we should look into is the godfatherism. Now in terms of, let's go back to the state level. No matter how strong you think you are as a chief justice of the state, you are still under the governor.
Yes, I can say yes.
Sorry, do you know why I say so?
Go
they
ahead.
say chief justice of the state. Who is the governor of the state?
And in most cases,
Do you get it? The governor is the #1 security officer of the state. They didn't say chief justice, sir.
That is all encompassing.
Yes,
The chief justice of the state inclusive.
Exclusive.
And the man that pays you can always determine what you will say.
Do you get? So I feel we still have good governors. That doesn't put their hand into that.
And we still have good judges too.
Yes, a lot of them.
Good judges too.
Excellent. They are doing well. A lot of them.
Judges too. But the little ones that are bad between them and the ones that
they should look into it. They should look into it.
No, they are looking into it because let me cite you an instance. The NJC, the Judicial Council, sanctioned 3 judges for this malfeasance.
It's a good one. Yes, I'm aware of it. It's a good one.
This malfeasance we are talking about. So what they're saying now in essence is situations like that should continue so that we can have better judges to handle cases like this of politics.
Yeah.
The second factor, which I said we were going to go into, is the case of INEC. Honestly, the job of INEC is not an easy one.
It's not an easy one.
It is not an easy one. Take for instance what is happening to them all over the East.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
I begin to understand something in this nation, that everybody belongs to one political party or the other, whether you like it or not. Do you know why? Do you know? I'm heading somewhere.
To ethnic.
No, I'm talking of political party now. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
They say politics is all about it's a game of interest.
Yeah,
it's a game of numbers.
That's the number. That's the first thing. Interest.
Let's assume you are the governor of your state today.
Okay.
You can't tell me that you're within your clan, nobody like you.
That's true.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
And let's assume from your clan, one person is working with INEC or is an INEC chairman, whatever, INEC staff. No matter the oath of secrecy, no matter the oath of allegiance,
I will affect them.
It will. Do you know why?
Tell me about it.
To some extent, you feel, okay, let me allow them.
Because it's your person.
You understand? Let me allow them. Let me calm down. Let me do this. Let me do that. But we still have good ones.
That's the thing.
We still have good ones.
That's the thing.
So the possible solution towards this is, one, the people we hire to work for us matter.
That's the thing. Like one of the old adages I said there are 3 people in your life that can kill you. Okay. Your driver, your cook, and your megad.
Yes.
If you get them wrong,
yes,
you are a dead man.
You see, the people we hire matters. The opportunity given to us, how do we utilize it? Matter.
That's true.
The job we're doing today, how do we work? How do we ensure we achieve, or how do we ensure we put this, or we get this on the smooth takeoff? Good. Matters. So we start looking into the people we hire, the people we employ, the people within us. Who are those people? Is the same you and I.
Agreed. But you said one thing now, that there is that element of bias. When you quoted that, say, okay, if I am contesting and my person.
Everybody is biased.
Everybody's biased.
Everybody, including you, including me. I'm biased. No, I like that, because you know what? It's a game of interest. If I don't have interest, I won't go into it.
You are being truthful by saying everybody is a politician and everybody is biased.
If I have the opportunity today to bring in somebody, I know who I have in my mind. I won't go far. I will look within my area. And the person will govern well.
In other words, what you are saying now is not an element of truth.
Yes.
Because you are already biased in choosing him.
I'm not just being biased, because it has the quality. These are two things.
What happens if the quality is not there? What happens if the quality is not there and you chose him because he is your person?
That's to say, I'm choosing him for my own selfish interest. And that is where godfatherism fall in.
You're saying the same thing, that in the whole gamut of this political terrain that we're talking about, there is no level playing field.
Yes.
Or is there a level playing field? I
think we at this point now, I think there is none.
None at all.
Yes, because the issue of zoning is coming on board.
Is there anything wrong with zoning?
Yes.
What is wrong with it?
Because they say the politics is a game of number. Why zoning it? Why don't you allow them to go afield?
To create an element of, let me use the inference of what we have in Nigeria as we speak. If you say we're having a case of numbers in Nigeria, the northerner will tell you we have the numbers, so we should rule perpetually.
Do you think it's everybody in your house that like you?
It is not. It is not in our constitution. No, wait. It's not in our constitution.
Okay.
But it is something that is agreed between the politicians that we have.
Then they should put it in the constitution, so that we'll know. We'll be free. We'll say, okay, fine. It's there, but it's not there. Is it there?
It's not in the constitution that we should do that.
Why will you deny me of contesting for what I want to contest? Because you're saying this thing belongs to zoning. What happened to zoning?
What has happened to the gentleman's agreement between you and I? I said, okay, give me this pen.
Thank God you mentioned a gentleman agreement.
A gentleman's agreement.
And then when the agreement, when it didn't favor me, I will not agree with it. No. I will say, let's go to the field.
No, what happens?
The masses decide. The masses will determine who win.
Dr. Paul, what happens if we agree that, okay, today it's going to be Dr. Paul. Tomorrow is going to be Bola. And then you've been there today, and then tomorrow you now say, no, I want to continue. Is it that our gentleman?
Now you are bringing in sectionalism.
Not sectionalism.
Hold on. Let me give you hold on. I won't agree. I have my own point.
Yeah, you have your own point.
I have my own point.
Go ahead,
let me tell you one thing. You're talking of zoning now. Let's look at what is happening in the country today.
Good. It's our country. It's ours.
Our country.
Let's look for solutions here.
Who are the leaders from the presidency? It always goes one way. From the north
to the south. To the north.
North
to the south.
What happened? What happened to the middle belt?
To the other minority?
Yes, the other minority.
What
happened to them?
You tell me about that. You're a politician.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. They have been denied their rights.
Okay, you have a point there.
They haven't denied their rights. So why zoning it? If you know you want to zone it, then give them their own time. They belong to.
But look at it from this angle.
Yes.
Politics is one of the major factors of politics is negotiations.
Okay.
If we say we've split it into the
you say you say major what?
Huh?
Let me get it right. You say major what? Major factor?
No, it is a factor.
No, I don't think it's. No,
what I'm looking at is this. You have your point. You are going to make your point to us. You are going to educate us this morning. Let's look at the situation that, okay, it becomes south, north. And I am telling you that in politics, negotiation is always a factor.
Then what happened?
For the fact that
happened
it is
to
not in our
North
constitution.
Central? What happened to the Southeast? What happened to them? What happened?
The Southeast, the Southwest.
What happened to the North Central?
South, they are all part of what we call
South. So the North Central too. Let's get it straight. The North Central too belongs to the North. Is that what you're saying?
It is believed.
No, it's what you are quoting right now. You just said it now.
It is believed
it is believed, not you.
Just the same way we are doing this. Go to the north today, come to the south tomorrow.
Then what happened to if you said go to the north today, come to the south tomorrow? Sir, there's something I want you to look into. Look into what happens to those people within the center. How can you be throwing stone across? And then what happened to me? And I'm a good goalkeeper. Don't you know I can jump and pick it?
I'll pick the ball.
So allow me to jump.
You have a point there.
You allow me to jump.
You see, that is the essence. Let me tell you one thing. That is the essence of state of the nation, where we hasten the motions for national development. You see, part of this, our national development, is what you are bringing to the fore this morning by saying, listen, everybody has the right to aspire to be anything in Nigeria, from president to councillor. Everybody has the right to do that. And then the element of north today, south tomorrow, we shouldn't emphasize on it too much. I believe in what you're saying. But the thing is, because we have a template on ground, an unofficial template at that.
You said it already. Yes, unofficial.
Unofficial template.
I was waiting for you to learn.
Yeah, that's unofficial.
It's a template that is not official. You understand?
So what
these are templates that some leaders feel they can sit down and just
capture
it and say, okay, let's be using this template. Isn't it?
But with people like you, let me ask you, with people like you, you see there is what they call a peaceful protest. There is a level of determination. There is a level of trying to instill your mindset in people. That is what we are doing this morning.
Now, you see, you are still involving the judiciary system.
Okay.
How many of those people that come out to protest in this country, in this nation, that has affected or affects the system of the government, or that they feel they will look into what the demand of these people.
Let me tell you one thing about protests at
Yes.
that level. You see, protest is you are laying across your agitation.
Good.
You might do it the first time, you don't get away with it. Do it the second time, you don't get away with it. But the thing is, people are beginning to hear it. Just the same way you are telling us this morning, you are telling Nigerians this morning that we should look beyond that north-south thing, because there are people elsewhere that should be put into the picture. If we keep saying this on a regular basis, people will start getting used to it, and then we will be able to effect the change. The dialogue is what we are doing, and that is what you are educating us this morning. But let me add another question to what I asked you earlier, because I'm looking at the umpire, INEC.
Okay.
Because if we don't look at INEC, we're in trouble. You see, if we get the party straight, no rigging. We get the state structure straight, no rigging. We get the national structure straight, no rigging.
Let me ask you something.
No, I'm asking the question. You are educating the Nigerians.
No, I just want to ask you something in the issue of this INEC stuff.
Okay.
You know, earlier on, you remember the issue of this woman from is it Rivers or Rivers, that the Senate rejected her.
Okay. Go ahead. Don't use names.
Yes, I would just want to give you an example.
Go ahead.
It happens. They did not just reject a nomination. There's some key factors. There's some things they notice about it. That if she's in that position, it may not affect the system of the electoral system.
But I'll tell you this: like
I say it may and it may not.
It may not. We are exchanging ideas this morning. So that
but I want you to know something now.
Go ahead.
But they discover it and they feel she's not deemed fit for it.
Okay.
For this reason and that reason. But that does not mean she doesn't have the quality. That does not mean she doesn't have the ability or the capacity. But because there's already something attached to her.
Okay.
So Nigeria feel, no, we will not accept it because she's not coming from our own end. Where is she coming from?
Let me tell you, let me give you a little brief so that I'll ask you a question based on what you've just thrown at me. You see, INEC works on one premise, one very solid premise.
Okay.
Whatever the political parties throw at INEC is what INEC works with. If your political party feels you today and gives the nomination to INEC, and within that time frame that they can change it, they come with another name, it is the prerogative of the political party to do that, and it is the prerogative of INEC to take what comes from the political party. Based on what I have said now, I would like to ask you another question based on this.
Okay.
INEC has a job to do.
A lot.
Politicians, they know a lot how to tamper with INEC, how to put a spanner in INEC's head, because you are out there in the politics. You are very good in politics. I am asking you, how do we help INEC in this case so that they can have a good playing field?
Okay.
How do we help INEC?
You see, how do we help INEC?
Because the political parties give INEC a lot of trouble.
Who are those INEC?
They are. It is called Independent National Electoral Commission.
That is not the question. I didn't say what is INEC. I said who are those INEC?
They are Nigerians.
It's you and I. They are Nigerians.
They are Nigerians.
They are part of the masses.
Yes.
That have been elected. That have been selected based on their own quality. They didn't just employ them.
No. They are
elected.
And there are workers in INEC.
Yes.
And there are the elected
ones in INEC.
Yes.
You understand? So you should look into it. What are the platform or what are the constitution that guide INEC itself?
No, INEC has a mandate.
Good and fine. Are they working according to that mandate?
They are working. But politicians at times don't let them have a field day.
It's their fault. I don't see it as a politician fault. If you come to my office today and I say I'm not working with you, I'm not working with you.
I can sue you.
No, you can sue me. But if I have a good reason to back it up, it's true.
If you have a good reason, we can take it to court and then the court will decide for us. Whoever is seeking redress will get redress from the court.
Simple.
And that will be it.
I think if this caution is there, I believe so many politicians will not tamper with that platform.
Yes, of course, yes.
Do you understand?
Of course.
But by the time I call you, Mr. Chairman, this is, before you know how,
that's the end of it.
that is the end.
You know, what I like about what
interest.
you say is, if I say anything or ask you a question, you always say the right
See,
thing.
I have. Let me tell you one thing.
Mm.
Let me tell you one thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I don't want to mention name.
Don't mention names. Don't mention names.
I have a leader today that if you recommend someone to him, he won't attend to you. He didn't believe in godfatherism. I so much love him. And I know Nigeria want to know him. But I want to mention his name. I will not mention his name. Ask you a question. Because if you bring me on board to talk about him, I will be talking about him. I will sing all the praises for him.
Hold it.
But he has that capacity. He has it in him. He doesn't see it. He works with merit.
We want to go commercial a little bit. Okay. Let's go to a commercial break just for a minute, and then we'll be right back. Don't go.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go. With the goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Thanks for keeping faith with us, and then thanks for enjoying this our interview segment with my brother here, Dr. Ogbede. It has been a dynamic situation. We've been coming at it. He's been coming with factors. I've been throwing good questions at him, and he's been giving us answers. What I like most about his answers is he says it as it is. Whatever it is we're talking about is us. Talk about electorate, it's us. Talk about political parties, it's us. Talk about INEC, it's us. So if we are looking for changes, it is us. Based on that factor of us, and us. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Now, I think, where do we go from here?
You see, let me rephrase my question.
Okay.
We've been able to look at the element of the rigging, the political trickery, the party shenanigans, the godfathers, the political mothers, and we've looked at the judiciary, we've looked at INEC, and it boils down to what we said, it is us. So what do we do to ourselves to now make this setup a level playing field? Let me ask you, what do you do to yourself, since it affects all of us? What do you do to yourself to make it a level playing field?
You see, I won't be biased this. I will be straightforward. You put it to me. What will I do to ensure the political system within my own
enclave
that is at the stage of level play
field? How do you achieve that?
Number one thing is I will draw the line
between what and what?
Of one, I will take everybody one. I will say that I will take everybody equal, the masses, everybody.
Okay.
I want to look into that.
That's good. That's necessary.
I will look into it. I won't be biased.
That's good.
In what way I won't be biased? In terms of religion, in terms of godfatherism, in terms of gender inequality.
Okay.
And I will see everybody as equal.
Okay.
Let's go into that.
That's a good one. That's a good
our
one.
political platforms. It will help us a lot.
And do you think you're not going to get challenges from some other people that do not want you to achieve?
It's left for them.
Okay, that's a good one.
It's left for them. Definitely, in life, definitely challenges must come.
Satan is always there. He hasn't died yet.
But you know one thing I believe?
Go ahead, tell us.
Every problem gravitates towards a solution.
Naturally, yes. Naturally, yes.
If you are facing or you are fitting in or you are facing these challenges today, I see it as if you have the capacity to solve it.
That's true.
But sometimes negligence allow us to, okay, I can't solve it. Okay, where should I run to?
Okay.
No.
The moment you
calm
panic,
yourself down.
The moment you panic,
you miss the step already.
Yes, That's true.
So what we need to do is to look into that. These are the level we should look into that. I feel with no distant time, fit in.
That's good. That's true.
Tribalism,
aside.
Keep it aside.
Godfatherism, aside.
Nepotism,
aside. Inequality,
aside. So all those things we should look into it. Even the zoning system, aside.
The north-south thing,
aside. It's a game of number.
Okay,
and you want it that way, let's go out for it.
And do it. On that note,
APC did something of recent. I think, is it Lagos or which state, during their primary?
Before you go into this,
direct
I
primary.
want to take another commercial, please. I want to take another commercial. Just give me a break. Don't go away. Don't go anywhere. We want to take a good commercial, and we'll be right back with Dr. Ugwede.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Welcome back. I want to say thank you again for staying with us and enjoying this. It has gone beyond an interview. We are enjoying ourselves, and then we hope we are getting across to you, because this, my brother, like I said earlier, is dynamic. It comes up with it the way it is. Like it said, one program is never enough for us to tidy up this topical issue, because politics is what drives governance. And like he requested for that, anytime we invite him, he is ready to come and share his insights with us. We are surely going to do that and invite him some other time so that we can continue from here. But before he goes, I would like to ask him for his last word, which is going to be, he's going to give it to me in 1 minute. It will encompass all that we've said all day. What is your last word to Nigerians out there about politics and the level playing field? Just 1 minute, please.
All right. Thank you so much. I really want to appreciate the viewer all over the world.
That's good.
Nigerians.
That's good. That's good.
And we in the studio, you in particular.
Oh, thank you.
I want to appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think we should look into, I want Nigerians to look into leaders with qualities.
Good. One.
Leader that had the ability, the capacity
True.
to move the nation to the next level.
That's good too.
And we should look into leaders that does not believe on detribalize.
Good. That's three.
And they should look into leaders that are sensitive in terms of gender inequality.
Good. That's four.
And I think with that, we'll move this nation
to
the next level.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And to you, our viewers, that has been Dr. Paul Ugwede. He has been able to share his thoughts with us. And I can tell you from my own angle, I have learned, I love his insights. And his insights have been imparted to you, our viewers out there. And that is why I am saying this to you. We will bring him back again to come and share those insights. From me personally, I love his dynamism. He comes up with it, he says it, because he favors Nigeria with passion. These are passionate Nigerians that we should look up to. He pointed the finger at me earlier and said that there are some of us that are analog and that they are, what did you say you guys
digital.
You guys were digital. But he added a caveat to it, which I love. He said for the digital to operate, it needs the analog's experience to make it work out. On that note, I will say thank you to him, Dr. Paul Ugwede. Thank you for coming on this program.
Thank you so much.
And to you, our viewers out there, I would like to say one big thank you for staying there with us and sharing your time with us. What I would like you to do is look on your screen. You will find a feedback mechanism, because we don't want a situation where it is just us talking to you. Whatever ideas you have, whatever opinions you have, look at those feedback mechanisms, the telephone number and the email address. Send in your thoughts so that by the time I have him next online, we'll be able to share your thoughts with him and with fellow Nigerians. On that note, I will say thank you for keeping faith on this discussion segment, because don't go away.